Hey everybody, it is Monday night at 7 p.m. and you know what time it is.
Information on celebration.
Oh my gosh, we have got so much to talk about tonight. I want you to stay till the very end. There's a big to-do happening within less than a month from now that I'm going to give you a little sneak preview on. And I am going to be sharing an incredible video that Snow White on our team did that is very helpful. And our Snow White, my team, they have monikers, Disney monikers, because we are the Near Disney YouTube channel. And so I'm looking forward to sharing a video with you as well. But there's a whole bunch. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my notes. So much stuff that we want to review with everybody. So where's everybody watching from? I know many of you watch from Celebration because you're able to see what's coming up for this upcoming week. I also wanted to highlight a little bit about a couple of cool things that just happened. I want to give a shout out to my friend Brad Fischetti. He did a concert. He is LFO. He's the F in LFO, and he did a concert this past weekend, and it went extremely well. Got a lot of big rave reviews. And if you haven't seen Brad in concert, you can also potentially see him at the Catholic Church because he is in charge of worship at Celebrations Catholic Church, which I think is super cool. Had some conversations with some client friends of ours whose cousin is actually one of the cardinals that is going to be voting for the new pope. And I think that's an exciting time for this family, and be interested to see how that all plays a part. But there is a Celebration resident that does have a cardinal that's going to be participating in that vote. Hey, Amy. So anyway, Amy is the person that I call my Snow White. I also reference her as my little sis because I feel like she's my little sister. So let me share with you a couple of shout outs that I wanted to do. Here we go. If this will share, there we go. There we go. So what you're seeing here is the Celebration Social. They got together this past weekend. And I just wanted to say a shout out to Jason. You can see Jason Handler. He's the guy that's in charge of this group. It's grown to 1,000 people. 1,000 people. I think one of the next things that we might be doing is something. Hey, Jerry McLean, thank you so much for watching. McLean, thanks for watching. And I did notice this past weekend, Rod and I went, and there were a lot of new people that had just moved to town. Some people have been here for a couple of weeks. Some people have been here for a couple of months. Matter of fact, I've asked one of the people that have been here for a couple of months if they'll be one of our correspondents as well, too, because I'd like to get the perspective of what it's like living in this town. And as all of you have seen too, our Amy, who owns Scoop Ice Cream, please make sure that you go visit Scoop Ice Cream. It's the best ice cream ever. It's an island village. She's one of our correspondents. So it's a really great way to see things through eyes other than mine. And so many times I will be reporting as somebody that's lived here for 28, 29 years since the beginning. And then it's so great to see fresh eyes on what's going on. So big shout out to the Celebration Social. I think they're going to be gathering May 25th. We'll be getting some more information out on that as well. So what else is coming up? That's another reason why you guys watch. Let's share this piece right here. Okay, so this Friday, the town of Celebration is going to have something on the Great Lawn, which is Lakeside, which is cat corner to Columbia Restaurant. And it's a luau, which is kind of fun. Now, I believe we've already passed the date for pre-purchasing meals there, but the entertainment is still available. It's going to be Friday, May 2nd from 6 to 9 p.m. 6 to 9 p.m. They've done this once before, and it was a huge hit. It was a huge, huge hit. So that's something that you might want to plan on for this weekend. Now, as far as good causes go and people being organized, the Heart of Celebration is always awesome. And there's this wonderful group called Embrace. Bettina oversees Embrace. They had a music festival this past year. As many of you know, if you've been watching the show for a while, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter. We're going to talk a little bit more about that soon too, where there was a music festival and the money was raised for Embrace. Embrace typically is for people that are homeless up and down 192. You know, they've fallen hard on their luck and sometimes they just need a little help, right? And so they have kind of partnered with the Celebration High School. Let me show you here, Celebration High School. Yeah. And they have collection dates. It's going to be April 9th to May 10th. Now, the reason why I say that is because I want to encourage all of you to be going through your closets. Go through your closets and see if there's anything that you can spare, because it's going to go to the Celebration High School thrift store. That's the drop-off point, Celebration High School. And so you guys know where that's located. It's 1809 Celebration Avenue, the high school. And what's going to happen, it's going to benefit the high school. It's going to benefit the K through 8 students and Embrace Celebration. So we would love for you to do that. And that's available April 9th through May 10th. I believe that's Monday through Friday, obviously. So somebody's there to accept your clothes, but Embrace. So let's get behind Embrace and help them. All right. Very good. So does anybody have any questions about, I did have an interesting question the other day. Somebody said, wow, you got a lot of stuff going on in your studio. Look at all the stuff that a lot of joy. And they said, what else is within arm's reach? So I thought I'd show a couple things. So this is something I look at. This was a gift from a client because she knows I'm the fairy godmother of real estate. And I thought that was very sweet. Can you see that? It says dream big. And then I had also received this. I thought this is very sweet. I look at this when I'm at my desk. Can you tell? It's a little carriage. And I'll just share other things as weeks go on in case anybody is curious as to what kind of madness is going on in the studio. Sound good? All right. So something that is big that is getting ready to happen. And I can't believe all these years have flown by. But I want to start asking people for stories about the Celebration Town Tavern. One of my dearest friends, Susan Bona, and her family, the Woolies, they were clients of mine, and they have had the Celebration Town Tavern for 25 years coming up soon. So there's a big party that's coming up. And so what my YouTube group wants to do, Dee Bellavati and I, what we want to do is get stories as to, do you have any fun memories of the tavern? Has anybody gotten engaged there? Has anybody, anything like that? I can tell a story about how I have shown houses all around Central Florida. And once they come back, and especially if they stay at the Celebration Hotel, the inn at Celebration, and they see how easy it is to walk through our bustling downtown. And once they land in the Celebration Town Tavern and they try that clam chowder and they have the lobster on a roll, they are saying, I have found my home. Does anybody else feel like that? Because if you do, can you please text me at 407-808-9845 and let me know if you have any stories, because we would love to interview you, and we want to put a package together to let Susan and Bill and the Woolies and everybody, your sister, know just how cool they have been to have as an anchor in our town. And actually, let me see here. There we go. It's great that we have this outdoor edition that hasn't always been there for the Celebration Town Tavern, but they're going to be adding something else. They're going to be contributing something else, and it's a big surprise. And it's going to be coming up on May 25th, something to our town, which I think is really fabulous. So as we're celebrating them, we are going to be getting a big treat from the Celebration Town Tavern. So in the interim, what we've done is my YouTube producer, myself, we have a music group. We write songs and everything. And we have written a song for the Celebration Town Tavern. I'm going to debut it right now for you. So sit back and relax. And if you have any questions, we are going to get it up on Apple and Spotify. But here we go.
In the heart of celebration, where the palm trees sway, stands a tavern by the lake, where memories come into play. From Boston roots to Florida's embrace, a quarter century's journey, a cherished place. Raise your glass, let the stories unfold. To the town tavern, where friendships hold. Lobster rolls and great starters under the sun, celebrating 25 years and still going strong. The bonus and hoolies with a dream so grand brought New England flavors to this Disney town. Emerald's favorite chowder, rich and divine, and 99 beers to choose every time. Raise your glass, let the stories unfold. To the town tavern, where friendship holds. Lobster rolls and laughter under the sun, celebrating 25 years and still going strong. From the 4th of July to festive nights, the tavern glows with warm lights. A place where locals and travelers meet, sharing tales over something good to eat. Across from the lake, with a welcoming cheer, the tavern stands year after year, a testament to community, love, and grace. An iconic cornerstone of this magical place. Raise your glass, let the stories unfold. To the town tavern, where friendships hold. Clams, chowder, laughter, beer by the ton, celebrating 25 years, and we're not done.
There you go. So you are the first to hear the song about, it's going to be called Cheers to the Tavern. And it is for the Celebration Town Tavern. We're very excited about knowing that, hey, Tina from Florida. We're very excited to know that it's the 25th anniversary of this very iconic, fun place. It's kind of like our town cheers where everybody knows your name type of thing. We wanted them to know that they're well loved. So please, 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 like I said, if you have a story about the Celebration Town Tavern that you want to share with us to see if it'll be included in the video that's going to be coming up for celebrating them, please let us know. Sound good? Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you so much. Appreciate that very much. Okay, so what I want to talk about now before I forget is another thing is happening. There is a place called Restorative Youth Spa by Christy, and she's really fabulous, facials and all that good stuff. And Studio 79, they have combined their efforts, and they are in the Stetson building. Everybody know where the Stetson building is? The Stetson building is in downtown Celebration, and now they have offices in there. So on the first floor, Studio 79 Restorative Use Spa, I don't know if you could see, they are going to be having a save the date type of thing. An open house, it says May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I may have to ask Snow White, and we have Tinkerbell that's starting with us, to see if they might want to cover that. I think that would be a good thing. Go in there and enjoy some good spa type of stuff. All right. So in the interim, what we've got going on is a really great video talking to people about, if you're watching, especially from outside of Celebration, and you're thinking about where to move to, sometimes people, it's a good thing to remind everybody that if you have some older people that are living with you, and at some point, and they're, all right, Amy says, count me in. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to work on that. Many times you want to be thinking about, are there retirement communities close by? Because let's say if grandma wants to go live in an independent living, assisted living, or memory care, and you have to drive an hour to go visit, or 2 hours or 3 hours to go visit. If you think back on where you decided to buy your house, you may have very well decided, gosh, Celebration's got it going on, because not only do they have an incredible location, without me talking about it some more, why don't I bring it over to the expert here. I'm going to introduce you to our Snow White if you haven't met her yet. This is Amy.
Ever wondered what it would be like to retire in the most magical place on earth? We found it right here in Celebration. This is Amy Brevard, the owner of Scoop Celebration at Island Village. I'm here on assignment today with the Near Disney Channel, and I am at Windsor of Celebration. And I have Janet here with us, and she's going to tell us about the magic of retirement here in Celebration and some of the cool options that Windsor has. We're excited about taking a little tour today and seeing all of the things that the facility has to offer. So tell me, are you just for those that need full-time care, or are you more for someone like my father's getting a little older? I'm concerned about him living independently. Would he be, still wants his independence, wants to be able to drive his car, see his friends? So if he wanted to come and move to Florida, since it's beautiful and the weather's so perfect, would this be a fit for him as well?
It absolutely would be, Amy. We offer, even with the independent living, it's all inclusive. So someone who maybe, the upkeep of the house is too much for them, so you don't have to worry about yard work anymore. We come in once a week and we clean for the residents. As you will see when we look at one of the apartments, there's full kitchen, so you can certainly still cook if you want to, but you don't have to, because there is a meal plan that is also included here at Windsor in one of our 2 dining rooms.
Wonderful. Well, we're excited to have you show us around. Let's go take a tour.
Looking forward to it.
This is more like a cruise ship dining facility. This is beautiful. Tell me a little bit about the menu, and how do the residents find out about their daily dining options, and is there stuff in rotation, special events like Easter coming up? Tell me a little bit more.
We have entrees for lunch and dinner that change every day. We have an always available menu of a variety of sandwiches, a variety of salad. You come in, you have a seat, and the server comes to you. It's truly a restaurant-style experience, dining experience. So it's a point system with the residents. So they get 900 points per month. It will show the points by each item on the menu.
I love that. And I think the socialization part is phenomenal here, because you could, of course, dine with a friend that you made here or have a family member join you. So I think you guys have done an excellent job with that.
Thank you.
We are at the indoor pool here at Windsor. Can you tell me a little bit about this amenity? This is gorgeous.
Isn't it? Well, it's heated. It's about 88 degrees year round. We do have water aerobics classes, and we partner with Advent Health, who comes over to do the water aerobics classes for our residents. And we also partner with them for our strength and balancing classes in our yoga studio as well. One of the things when a resident moves into Windsor, they also become a resident of Celebration. So Windsor pays the annual CROA fee for them annually. And Windsor has 3 outdoor pools that they would have access to, plus many other perks of Celebration by us paying that annual CROA fee for them.
My name is Linda Vermette. I'm the Health and Wellness Director here at the Windsor Celebration. I'm able to help them arrange new appointments. I'm able to help with new physicians that they may need, the referrals that they need to other physicians. Lab work, we have a lab that comes in from Advent Health every Friday. It's wonderful for them. They have the community where they have their peers along with them. Everybody here in the building can share that one experience. They've all left their home for one reason, and they all come to Windsor and they find that new family that they've been able to establish.
We are ambassadors.
Yeah.
One of the things that we do as residents is welcome incoming residents to help them find their way. So
Situated in their new
it
home.
gives us
Yeah.
a job.
Yep.
And there's a lovely library. This is my commercial.
There we go.
I think it is.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome.
you.
So this is Windsor Celebration's state-of-the-art movie theater. We show movies several days during the week, usually around 7 o'clock at night. The residents have a say. They always have a choice in what they want to see, and this is our movie theater.
Well, this is fantastic. Another special reason to come to the Windsor Celebration.
J.D. Power Award is awarded for satisfaction for our independent residents, and we have won it 6 years in a row now. So it's a very prestigious award that we're very proud of.
We are going to tour a 1-bedroom apartment here. And something unique you said to me earlier when we were down in the lobby, that these 1-bedrooms include everything. Can you kind of tell me a little bit more about what you mean? What are the amenities that are included inside of the space?
Absolutely. So we are rental and it's all inclusive, meaning that it includes all the utilities. We set up DirecTV for you. Wi-Fi is included. Landline phone service. We're going to come in weekly and clean the apartment for you once a week. As you can see, there's a full kitchen, so you can still cook, but there is a meal plan that's included as well.
I love that. And it's so spacious. And I noticed this washer and dryer
In every apartment.
Yeah, this is just such a big component of life and everyday life. This is great. Let's take a look at the bedroom too while we're here. Oh, this is beautiful and so spacious. And I love the views. You just can't beat the views here of Celebration. All right, well, we'll have Janet's information linked down below for you in the description box so you can get information on making one of these 1-bedrooms home for you or a family member you love.
We do offer assisted living. And we do offer memory care. And the name of our memory care is the Neighborhoods. We offer a limited nursing services license. So with that license, on top of our 24-hour care staff, CNAs, nurses aides, we also offer 24-hour nursing. So we can provide more care than a standard assisted living. A lot of times our residents never need that next step with a nursing home because of the additional care that we can provide.
Look at this view. Can you imagine living here? This is retirement done right. I am guessing, and you have to tell me if I'm right here, Janet, would I be able to see the fireworks here if I was a resident here at Windsor?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love that. Tell me more.
Here at the Sky Bar, we're on the outside. There's an indoor as well. The door is always open, so the residents can come up in the evening, enjoy the fireworks. We do have a bar inside, so we do different events up here as well. And we have entertainment. Sometimes Elvis is in the building. We have a harpist come in. We just have a variety of entertainment that comes in for our residents. We have happy hour on Friday and Saturday evenings, but it's always open for our residents to enjoy anytime.
So now we're outside in the pet area, and we've got a special gift here today with us. This is Johnny, and he lives here with his family at the Windsor. Johnny loves treats too. So tell us a little bit about that you can bring your pets here, or how does this work?
Absolutely. We're pet friendly, so don't really have a weight limit either. Just have to make sure that they're friendly, up to date on their shot, and have a veterinarian, of course, to make sure they're healthy coming in. And not only do we have the dog park, but we also have a sidewalk all the way around the community, and we do have pet stations as well.
That's wonderful. All right, well, Johnny's saying do us a favor, make sure you like and subscribe to the Near Disney channel. We'll have some information linked below on the Windsor. And thank you, Johnny, and your cute family for spending some time with us today on the Near Disney channel.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.
It really is a magical place to live. And Amy, you did Snow White. You did a great job on that. I wanted to also thank Janet and Dee, and I thought that Betty and Andrea, I believe they were the ambassadors. They had huge smiles on their face. And so what a great thing to know when we get in that stage of our life, or if we have a loved one at that stage of their life, that they have something great to look forward to, right? Did you see that they had a rooftop bar that you could see the fireworks? Did you see that they have a movie theater? Did you see that swimming pool? And so just to have community, and I just love that. Joel says, I love, great video. I love this for our senior community. Do you know of any volunteer opportunities for us residents? That's a great question, Joel. I think this would be a great opportunity to give back to the town that we love. Will you do me a huge favor? Would you text me at my number so that I want to make sure I have your number, and I'll find out an answer for that. I will tell you that on Easter, I usually will go over there and sing. So I know I volunteered in that capacity. I would imagine there's other volunteering opportunities. I do know that when I volunteered, I filled out some forms and stuff, obviously, for them to, check and make sure I wasn't a bad person. That was important, obviously, because they want to protect them. But I love that idea, Joel. Thank you. Joel also says, Amy, you're an awesome correspondent too. She sure is. Great addition to the Near Disney team. Thank you for saying that. We believe that to be true as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing more stuff from Amy from Scoop Ice Cream right here in Celebration. All right, you guys, let's see. One of the big things that you always ask me for, and I do it at the tail end of the show so you kind of understand what the market looks like. If I can ever help you, my Realtor Dream Team and myself, we do 3 shows a week. And Wednesday nights at 7 p.m., Elijah and Sue and Virginia and team, they do a show that talks about the 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. So you may have somebody that you love that's interested in being Winter Garden or Celebration, Orlando, all those areas. They're going to be talking about the whole piece. And then on Fridays, we do an evergreen video, just like we did with Windsor. Don't forget that name. I think it's a pretty important thing for us to know that that's available to any and all of us. And it's wonderful because, you rent there. You don't necessarily buy in there. You bring your own furniture in there. So when you have a loved one and they're leaving their house that they've had for a while, it's so nice for them to bring, their own couch, and they feel comfortable and they have their kitchen. I'm just very excited about this town. Can you tell? All right, so let me start sharing my screen so that you can see what the market is doing here. Okay, so sharing a screen. There we go, you guys. All right. So what I do is I will share with you. Dee always asks me to kind of put that a little bit smaller so you can see what I'm saying. But what's been happening in the last 7 days, we've been doing this, Elijah and myself have been doing this part of the show for the last 2 years to give you an idea of what the history is like in Celebration, what the market's doing. And it's still crazy here. People that move here don't like to leave here. We just usually move around this town because once you see the benefits of your lifestyle here, it's like none other. Okay. So what I'm showing you right now is in the last 7 days, the total amount of properties that, here we go, did my homework, that are listed. And I do not count the condo hotels because they're listed on MLS, but that's not someplace where you can live all year. You can only live in the Malaya for 1 day shy of 6 months. That's something that you could buy if you wanted to be able to have something to rent, but they rent it out for you. So it's a little complicated. Call me at my number if you have any questions about that. But for everybody else, there's only 85 listings in Celebration right now. That's very low. As you know, for those that have been watching, I'm used to 440 for normal days, the normal days. So 85, super, super low. And then the last 7 days, we've had 19 touch points. What do I mean by touch points? That's what I'm showing you up here on the screen. Is we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 new actives came on the market. And then you had 2 pending. So that's kind of a good sign for buyers. We had more come on the market than go off the market. But remember, usually the last week of the month, which is, it's almost May, guys. Oh my gosh, April's almost gone. There were a lot of solds. People tend to close their homes at the end of the month. I don't necessarily know why. I usually recommend that you don't do that because everybody's trying to close then. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those touch points were people that closed, people that are moving into Celebration or moving around Celebration. Then I usually will highlight something that has been going on. I want to highlight this one. This is a new listing that we have. I think most people will want to know what is the closest home to downtown Celebration. For those of you that want to roll out a bit and you want to get to downtown, this is the house. And we just put it active on MLS. The address is 508 Sycamore Street, 508 Sycamore Street. Now, square footage is over 3,000 square feet when you consider there's a garage apartment in the back. So it has a studio garage apartment. You know, those are getting anywhere from like $1,600, $1,650 a month. That will help pay a mortgage. Sometimes people like to have them just for their own guests, or sometimes people like to have that for their office. Yes. Hey, Sue. Speaking of one of my Realtor Dream Team members, Sue Kopyev, Aurora, and it's her birthday on Wednesday. For anybody that wants to say happy birthday to Aurora, we love her and her birthday is coming up. This listing, you guys, does have a bedroom on the first floor. The master is on, the primary is up on the second floor, but technically it does have a bedroom on the first floor with a full bath, and it has a huge fenced-in yard. And you can see from this picture that it's a Charleston side row home, which means it has a, Joel says happy birthday, Sue. Thanks, Joel. It's got a porch, and then it has a balcony in the front of the house, right? And then it also has a screened-in back porch. And the price on this one is $1,195,000. That is a very good price for Celebration. Very good price. So all total, it's 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. And give us a call. We would love to help you with that. We're going to start doing some open houses on that one, I think, this weekend. Typically, when we do an open house, those fly off pretty fast. But you can call us and get a private appointment if that's something you might be interested in. All right. Well, I'm going kind of long here. Usually I try to keep it to 30 minutes. And I am seeing some other people say hello. Oh, Jerry, hey, thank you. Jerry was part of the social group. Wasn't that fun? I thought that was so fun. Yep. And your wife, and she may be doing some wonderful cooking stuff. We're talking about expanding a bit. talking about all the talents that people have. I am not somebody that has the talent of cooking. I can tell you that. I did work with Emeril Lagasse for 5 years, did encourage him to go to the Town Tavern to try their clam chowder. And he did say it was the best clam chowder he's ever had. And so that's why that line in the song talks about Emeril's favorite clam chowder is the Town Tavern, because it's the truth. It's the truth. All right. Well, does anybody have any questions? I'm seeing people just say hi, which I so appreciate, and say, oh, what was the highest? Oh, what was the highest sold? Oh, good question, Joel. Oh, the highest. Yes, Joel. Very good. Yeah, Joel. Very good. Joel, it was over 2 million. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. There was a house. Hold on one second, Joel. I'm going to find it for you. Appreciate you watching. And I'm going to get that information for you right now. The highest price point that sold was $2,050,000, and it was a home on Oak Shadows. So I'm looking forward to seeing what those buyers are going to be doing with that house. And yeah, so anyway, it's been a good market. We appreciate you guys. If we can ever help you with anything, we would love to do so. 407-808-9845. And please stay tuned every week. We're hopefully going to be having lots of stories about the Town Tavern as we celebrate them. And we're going to be telling you some really cool stuff about a party that they're going to throw in the future. Have a blessed week to you too, Joel. Appreciate you.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.